Welcome to Virginia.
What's good, everybody? Now tuned into the Welcome to Virginia podcast, episode 20.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So we've been on I've been on a little hiatus, just trying to get my career in place and all that. It's been a fun couple weeks, but yeah, we're back online. And of course, my man Jim, he's always putting out new material. So
y'all thought we was gone. Y'all thought we had fell off and we wasn't coming back. Y'all thought we was just doing this and it was just gonna slide off until no, we here and we bringing it. And we got a whole lot of great interviews coming up. My inbox stayed full, so we're going to give y'all what y'all want to see, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Great artists. We got great entrepreneurs.
Yes, we
You know
do.
what I'm saying? So we're going to be giving y'all that.
We just dropped the So Ghostly interview a couple weeks ago.
Go check that
that
out.
one was a really hot interview. And we got some special guests coming up, too. Very exciting stuff.
Yep.
So
Stay on the lookout for that because we ain't going nowhere. Welcome to Virginia, guys.
Yep. So what's on your mind today?
Man, it's been a lot going on in the news, in case you haven't been checking. My favorite podcast to watch, which is No Jumper.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so Adam 22, the host of No Jumper, the head honcho of No Jumper, he has a gang of artists on there who are all gang affiliated.
That's the white guy with the tattoos, right?
Yeah, he got a gang of artists on there that are gang affiliated, like AD, Compton AD, T-Rail, S-Smack, then you got Duno. But to make a long story short, they started doing their own thing outside of No Jumper, you know what I'm saying? Building their own little stuff on the side, which he was cool with because he wanted them to be able to build their own platforms.
Okay.
But he didn't realize their platforms were going to take off the way they did. So not only were they getting a check from him, they were getting stupid cash on the side and basically talking about the same thing, taking stuff from work and putting it on their podcast, using the thumbnail, and they just going crazy with it. So
they were trying to ride off the previous success.
Not really trying to ride off of it. It was just that's you know what I'm saying. Everything that they was talking about was just kind of carrying over into their own lives, so to speak.
Okay.
So what happens is you got all of these people working for you, and you feel some type of way. Mm-hmm. He decided to confide in one of his workers there, one of the people who work for him, who ends up going on what you call it, Reddit or whatever that is.
Yeah, Reddit. Yep.
And he's telling people in there the stuff that he's been told in confidentiality.
Oh.
And so then it spreads like wildfire and gets back to AD, T-Rail, all them. This guy's on there talking about who gets paid what. And he's sick of this guy saying the same 4 jokes every episode on the pod.
Yeah.
And
so he did one of them AMAs, asked me anything.
Yeah.
And he was saying anything
he
too.
He was saying anything and gave up a whole lot of stuff. So with that, all that coming to a head, it really just gave them a way out because they didn't need him anymore anyway. And they felt like they could only go so far, still be on the platform. They stayed there because they messed with him so much.
Okay.
They didn't care about what they was getting paid and none of that. They just, they loved the experience, the exposure, and then they messed with him.
Yeah, okay.
But so they've all left, and he's literally been left without all of the African American people who work on the platform, so to speak. There's a couple there, but the funny thing about it is right after that, he does a interview with these outright folks, and they were kind of sketchy about doing an interview with him because they heard he was a hip hop podcast.
Okay.
I thought you were a black guy, and he was like, then I heard you own the label. I didn't realize you were a slave owner, is what they said. And they all laughed in unison, including Adam 22.
He's like a straight up Nazi, though. He's a straight up Nazi, like not just like jokingly or maybe that's his whole ideology. Like he wants to convert No Jumper to that, and the other platforms, not just No Jumper, and like.
Yeah, so now those guys who have very strong ties to the street, it can do anything they want in LA.
Okay.
Aren't too happy about it.
Okay. I could kind of see that coming from their point of view. Of course, I'm very Caucasian myself, but.
He's one of those people who don't take accountability for nothing. Like whenever he does something wrong, there's a reason why it happened. It wasn't his fault.
Yeah.
If such and such hadn't have said or hadn't have told everybody, then this would have happened.
Okay.
But if you hadn't have told him, he couldn't have told anybody.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's a lot of drama.
Yeah, it's a lot. I tried to unpack that really fast, but other than that,
And I ship I grew up in that whole WWE fucking attitude era. And all that shit. Excuse my language, but there is a lot of that stuff is staged.
Well,
but this kind of situation.
Yeah, this situation definitely wasn't staged, and a lot of people was thinking some of the stuff on there was because there have been stuff in the past which they've admitted to, like this incident happened, Yeah. But this stuff is so personal that it's not even happening on the platform. It's happening on chats. It's happening on them going live, talking crap on each other when they're not even on the platform. Like it's a whole lot of stuff. There've been actual fades that have happened offline where they done squared up, fought. They got the footage, but just ain't putting it out of respect for each other type thing.
That's emotion right there. That's
the one dude who's very well known, Compton AD, very well known in LA and has a lot of muscle out there. He was very upset because he just put himself in life or death situations.
Oh hell
for Adam 22.
Yeah.
And for him to talk about him behind his back, he's like, anything you had to say would have been fine if you said it to me. Yeah, but for you to say behind my back means that you got some type of animosity and feel some type of way. So
and you know me, I've put myself in a couple of bad situations before, but I always try to make things right.
Yeah.
You know, I know some people ain't gonna agree on that, but hey, you know, I did my best.
You know what I say to
right
them?
the wrongs.
Anyway, if I did you wrong, man, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, fuck you. But anyway, so what else is going on, man?
Oh, nothing. So I started working at a new job. I had to get out of that factory shit. You know, I mean, at this point, I ain't really have much choice in to say, but it just draining me too much. Can't keep putting my body through that. So I got a cool little job at a shop here in town. Electronics, guns, guitars, shit like that. It's fun. You know, I've been learning a lot. Met a guy the other day. He was talking about Leonard Skinner. I know a lot of our fans, you know, they ain't into that kind of music much, but you know, it's some really cool people. You just got to get out here and meet them.
Yeah, definitely.
So all over the world.
You be surprised the type of people you meet, man. Just putting yourself out there and putting yourself in places you wouldn't normally be at.
Just striking up conversations.
Yeah, I was up here back in the summer, just chilling. Was invited to a cookout.
Okay.
Met a guy. You would think he was just a drunk.
Yeah.
And he had been all over the world touring with famous bands and stuff like that.
Yeah,
bands
definitely.
I can't name right now, but they're definitely famous bands.
Oh yeah.
And the way you can just tell from the way he talked that he's telling the truth because he's naming guitars and people that is like, who has those stories unless they have the experience behind it.
Exactly. And it's another thing. I've been learning so much about music. I thought I knew all kinds of shit about music, and I'm just realizing, damn, I don't really know shit. So, you know, I'm in that phase where I'm just trying to grow and, you know, be a better man.
Yeah, me and you both, man.
Yeah.
Trying to work on things I didn't work on as a youngin', man. I was a hellion for so long out here in these streets, kid.
Yep.
But, you know what I'm saying? I'm older, I'm wiser, working on things like credit. Like I was telling my name, got the 70 points gone up on my credit score.
That's awesome.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to make this transformation and move into a nice house somewhere, you know?
Hell yeah. And that's the kind of things we got to think about once we get up in our, you know,
yeah, I'm trying to build a future for my daughter. Everything I'm trying to do is for my daughter. I just want to make sure she's secure before I check out of this place.
But also, to end our episode, we got a really cool interview with a local hairdresser. Her name is V Braids, and we actually shot this a few weeks back. But you know,
life and other things. We were trying to tie that in with other entrepreneurs who do hair and stuff like that. But we weren't able to do that at this time. But hopefully
we're still working on that.
Yeah, we'll be able to do it in the future. Yeah. But shout out to V Braids, man.
Yeah, shout out to V Braids, all the entrepreneurs. Everybody who's trying to go into business for themselves, you know, it's hard. You probably won't flip a profit for the first year or so. But, you know, if you keep hustling and just stick with it, you'll get there.
Yeah, to all parties involved, man. We love y'all. Thank y'all for all the support, man. The numbers are definitely going up. We're going to keep bringing y'all the content so long as y'all want to see it. Like I said, we keep getting hit up. It's actually, I appreciate it. All the people that reach out because it's like, dang, I didn't realize that people really valued us that way. So You know, a lot of people, I don't even know these people, but I'm very, very glad that we're able to share our platform with y'all. So just stay tuned because we're going to give y'all the best of what we can give y'all. And it ain't going to just be us on camera shooting interviews all the time. We're going to expand. We're going to do a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah.
It's getting get warm, man. We shooting in the cold. We got gloves on right now.
I got the old man hands going on. But yeah, we got interviews lined up. We putting out shorts almost daily. I think we got about 70,000 views right now on our page alone. So we're getting there.
Not bad for a 6-7 month grind.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, I think that's about all we got today. So stay tuned for the interview coming up right after this.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome to Virginia.
Peace. Yes. Okay, everybody, we're here today. This is the Welcome to Virginia podcast, and we have the one and only
V Braids.
Yes. We currently met almost like a year ago, maybe?
I think so.
I think it was about a year ago. My daughter, she was definitely looking for someone to do her hair. We had seen on Facebook, we got a referral from somebody whose hair you done. It looked very good. And my daughter was like, well, I wonder if she can do my hair. I wonder if she can do my hair. And so we tried it out, and it was beautiful, and we've been rolling with it ever since. So how are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. So I guess when we to get started, I just would like to ask you, how did you even get started with doing hair?
Okay. My mother. So we've lived in this area since I was really little, from Chicago, and she's been braiding our hair since we was, of course, little. And then she said, "I'm not gonna do it no more. Y'all gonna have to figure it out yourselves." And I got 2 other sisters, so they was like, we were just practicing, and then it kind of got to the point where it was just me.
Just you.
And then I was like, okay. And then I started braiding my hair and their hair. And then people started to like it.
Yeah.
When I was like, especially in high school. And that's kind of how this really happened. Like,
really?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, all right. Well, then when did you say to yourself, well, I'm going to try to pursue this as a career?
See, I was in debate when I was 19, and I was like, I don't even know if I want to do it or not. Because to me, it was a little hard. I kind of looked at the Africans. They were really good at braiding hair. Everybody wanted to go to them. And I was like, well, how can I learn how to braid like them? And then I was like, okay, well, maybe I should just practice. And the more I practiced and practiced and practiced, I got to it. And I think it was about when I had my second baby, and I feel like I had him when I was 24. Yeah. And that's when I was like, okay, I can think about going to school. And then around that time I started go to school and stuff. And now I'm here. So
If you had to pinpoint one thing that you like doing best when it comes to braiding hair, which would be your favorite to do?
You mean like style wise?
Yeah.
Knotless.
Knotless?
Yeah, that's my favorite. Because it's a nice style. It's not too heavy on the head, and it's like more natural looking.
Yeah, I think you did that for my daughter too. Yeah, she loves those.
Oh yeah.
All right, so what are your plans for your business moving forward?
Oh my gosh. So from where I am right now, I absolutely love this. It's a nice start, but I would love to, at least run a salon, like a bigger one, with plenty of people in it. And to teach, at first I didn't want to, because I kind of I really do criticize myself a lot, but I do know that I want people to learn something that I learned and how I picked it up. What
would be the age group for that? If you,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. That would be great because my daughter definitely wants to learn. I bought her one of those mannequins with the hair and all that stuff, and she wanted to start a YouTube page because she wanted to learn how to braid. I hope you do that because I would definitely have her here as one of your students.
Oh yeah. It's really nice. The mannequins work too. If I had one when I was younger, I think I'd be 10 times better than I am now. But
So you mostly had to practice on your siblings, right?
Yeah, and family. And then it came down to friends and stuff. Whoever's willing at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now I try not to practice too much on people.
What's probably the hardest thing to do that you don't really like to do, or
style wise, or just
in general, whatever?
The hard thing, It's the business side. It really is, because it's work.
Yeah.
It's, it's you gotta have that drive. You can't lose it.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful that I have the passion to keep braiding, but I don't want to lose it within like what I have to do, like all the paperwork and stuff. And that's been the most hardest thing I could ever. It's been stressful.
I think with everybody's passion for anything, like your passion for hair, other people's passion for music or whatever, it's always the business that seems to kind of get in the way, and sometimes discourages people from either they either give up and don't even want to do it anymore, or they have to kind of stop with their actual passion for whatever it is they love and learn the business so that they can kind of balance it out.
Yeah. So
I understand exactly where you're coming from. What would be your advice to anybody that wanted to start doing hair?
Make sure that you really know that you want to do it. I hear a lot of people, they do want to learn, but when it comes down to the actual work, that's where you'll find, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, you'll find a lot of stylists, and then some of them don't really come through. It's because, do they really have that desire to do it, or are they just trying to make a quick buck? So so you want to make sure this is something you want to do. And for me, I'm like, it's hard, but who says tomorrow I'm quitting? I don't think so. I'm gonna still figure something out. I'm gonna make this work. So I feel that they need to push through no matter what. It may get complicated, the styles, like people are always coming up with new things. Like, have that hunger for it, to want to learn the new stuff and to grab a hold to it, because it's going to be worth it in the long run.
Yeah. And I can tell that you really enjoy what you're doing too, because when I come, and I keep reiterating my daughter, but when I drop my daughter off, and then afterwards, it's almost like you're as happy as she is to see how good it came out. So it's like,
I am.
I can relate to that on the music side of things, because I have a passion for music, he has a passion for music, and it's almost like you're getting ready to start a new project, and you're just really excited about doing it and seeing how it's going to turn out. It's like your little experiment kind of, because everybody always wants something different, and I'll be excited myself sometimes. I'm like, I wonder how she gonna pull this one off, like, because my daughter always got somebody trying to do something she done seen in on TikTok or somewhere like that, but you've always nailed it. So I definitely recommend V Braid to anyone trying to get their hair done. So yeah, you're definitely one of the best that I've seen.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All
right. Is there anything else that you would like to tell anybody out there?
For the booking, you can still book me on Booksy. And if not, you can call me at my number, or you can message me. I pick up messages faster than a call. So it's 540-471-4039. And I also have a Facebook. That's V Braids. And I also have an Instagram, which is hair STY_V_braids. Yeah.
All right. Well, this is Welcome to Virginia podcast. This has been a wonderful interview with V Braid. I definitely appreciate it. And for all y'all looking to get your hair braid, y'all know what to do. So,
see you next
time. Peace.